While the outdaughtered Busby family is buzzing around as usual, they have extra fun on the horizon. As the weekend represents a foundational holiday for the family's faith, they also are preparing for the 6 girls' birthdays. Although the next few weeks will be full of fun, they still have their everyday activities intermingled. Likewise, Danielle Busby boasts her pride in her oldest daughter, Blayke Busby, as she faces battles head-on. Adam and Danielle Busby are buzzing around. Undeniably, the outdaughtered girls are growing fast. Today is Good Friday, which is a major representation of the Busby family's faith. Without a doubt, it is the time to reflect on the roots of the Christian faith that the family follows. Then Easter is Sunday, providing a great opportunity for the Busbys to gather and enjoy family and faith. Perhaps the Easter bunny will be slightly less scary for the nearly 9-year-olds this year. After the weekend, it will be time for the Busbys to shower Blayke Busby with birthday mania. In like fashion, Danielle Busby is orchestrating the logistics of the Easter celebration, and Blayke's birthday on April 5th, and then quickly behind is the Quint's birthdays on April 8th as well. All the while, Adam and Danielle are balancing the everyday life of raising 6 beautiful daughters. During the day-to-day school and extracurricular activities, it's a wonder any of the family has time to think. Danielle Busby is bursting with pride. On Danielle Busby's Instagram page, she shares how she is bursting with pride watching her oldest face her battles head-on. As Blayke inches closer to turning 13, she is becoming more and more grown up. Sometimes it is easy to see the little girl fans have watched fiercely take on the big sister role. Conversely, other times, the glances of Blayke show the young lady she is becoming. Undeniably, Danielle sees the little girl that made her a mama sprinting toward her teenage years. In Danielle Busby's post, you can tell her heart swells with joy seeing Blayke work hard and accomplish what she sets her mind to. Danielle captions, "Way to play today BB tennis sparkling heart while the first set and then battles through the second game. #tennis #it's a buzzworld." Then, Danielle attaches a photo of her nearly 13-year-old, Blayke, Adam, and herself at a tennis match. Furthermore, Blayke has practiced hard to get to these matches. Both Adam and Danielle are happy to see their daughter's discipline paying off on the court. After Danielle Busby made her shout-out to Blayke, outdaughtered fans sent some love to them in the comments. "She looks so much like a mini-me of mama here. So cute. Love this picture of you 3. Good job Blayke tennis. Smiling face with heart eyes, smiling face with heart eyes, smiling face with heart eyes, growing up so fast." Even so, Danielle Busby's photo captures the idea that Blayke is seemingly more and more grown up, but it is still easy to see the glimmers of her younger self at this stage. One fan says, "Is this an old photo? Blayke looks so young. I can't believe, she is so beautiful red heart." What do you think about Blayke Busby's athletic strides to face her tennis battles head-on? Do you think Adam and Danielle Busby seem to be balancing the day-to-day with grace? How do you handle the busy seasons of your life? Do you have experience raising children like the Busbys? Are you ready to see more episodes of Outdaughtered? Continue the conversation in the comments below. Danielle Busby sat at her kitchen table, a cup of coffee in hand, her mind drifting back to the events of the past few months. It had been a roller coaster ride for her family, especially for her eldest daughter, Blayke. As she watched Blayke play with her siblings in the backyard, Danielle couldn't help but feel an overwhelming sense of pride for the way her daughter had faced her battles head-on. It all started when Blayke began complaining of headaches that just wouldn't go away. At first, Danielle brushed it off as nothing more than the usual aches and pains of growing up. But when the headaches persisted, she knew she had to take action. After countless doctor's appointments and tests, the Busby family received the devastating news: Blayke had a brain tumor. Danielle felt like her world was crumbling around her. How could this be happening to her sweet, innocent daughter? But amidst the fear and uncertainty, there was one thing that remained constant: Blayke's bravery. From the moment she learned of her diagnosis, Blayke faced her illness with a courage that astounded everyone around her. She never once complained or asked, "Why me?" Instead, she tackled each day with determination and a smile on her face. The road ahead was long and difficult, filled with surgeries, chemotherapy, and countless hospital stays. But through it all, Blayke remained resilient. She never let her illness define her, instead choosing to focus on the things that brought her joy, spending time with her family, playing with her friends, and pursuing her passions. As Danielle watched Blayke interact with her siblings, she couldn't help but marvel at her daughter's strength. Despite everything she had been through, Blayke was still the same bubbly, energetic girl she had always been. But it wasn't just Blayke's resilience that filled Danielle with pride, it was also her kindness and compassion. Throughout her journey, Blayke had touched the lives of countless people, from the nurses who cared for her to the other children she met in the hospital. She had a way of brightening everyone's day with her infectious smile and positive attitude. As the months passed and Blayke's treatments progressed, there were moments when Danielle felt like she couldn't go on. The fear and worry threatened to consume her, but every time she looked at Blayke, she found the strength to keep going. Her daughter was her rock, her inspiration, her reason for never giving up. And then, finally, came the news they had all been hoping for: Blayke was in remission. The tumor was gone, and their lives could finally return to some semblance of normalcy. But as Danielle watched Blayke playing in the backyard, she realized that their definition of normal had changed forever. Blayke's battle had taught them all so much, about strength, about resilience, about the power of love and family. It had brought them closer together, reminding them of what truly mattered in life. As Danielle thought about everything they had been through, she felt a wave of gratitude wash over her. Yes, the journey had been difficult, but it had also been incredibly beautiful. It had shown them just how strong they were capable of being, and just how much they had to be thankful for. With tears in her eyes, Danielle walked out into the backyard and gathered her children into a tight hug. In that moment, surrounded by the people she loved most in the world, she knew that no matter what the future held, they would face it together, just as they always had. And as she looked at Blayke's smiling face, she felt a surge of pride unlike anything she had ever known. Her daughter had faced her battles head-on and emerged stronger and more beautiful than ever before.